Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is season 3, episode 14 of ABC's Once Upon a Time, entitled The Tower. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, The Tower. Now, going into this episode had a lot of controversy going into this episode. Because you deal with a fan favorite princess that gets introduced, but then you change her ethnicity, and then it just caused a lot of controversy and stir. So let's get this out the way first. First of all, I love this episode. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really well told. I thought the story was very good. So yeah, that part is just out the way. I really like this episode. Now let's get into this controversy before I actually review. Now, a lot of people are upset before this episode even started because you get people, you read comments and stuff about the show like, oh, I love the show, but I wish they just had more of a ethnic type of cast, more of a diverse type of cast. They got Mulan, and then, and that's about it. And she's not even there all the time. So you get that kind of little controversy. And then you don't have a lot of black characters in the show. You had like one or two, and then they both died. So you get that kind of controversy. So it's not even just black people who watch the show that were upset about some of these controversies. You had a lot of white people who were upset about this controversy. Like, yeah, we like the show too, but we want to see a lot more diversity too. So you get, white people too, and black people and other ethnics. They're upset about stuff like that. So when you get this change, now people get upset, which is weird. And that's just how that's how life works, and that's how people act. They want change, but when it actually happens, then they actually freak out because they actually think that the change was going to happen. And I'm not saying that for everybody, but this tends to be the way these things go. So for me personally, I have no problem with what color this person is, that person is. I have basically one and two rules when it comes to characters and switching that diversity. I always feel like Batman should never be black. Batman should always be a white, damaged person. And I feel like you should never change Superman because he should be like the Boy Scout white guy. Those two, I feel like you should never change that ethnic. Everybody else, I don't even care. You know what I mean? I really don't care. So I had no problem with this issue. I like the bold choice that the writers took with this. So but the only thing like I said, this episode was really good. But the only thing that kind of threw me off is the girl, the young lady who played Rapunzel. She was a very beautiful girl, but the only problem was she looks exactly like Tiana. I think that's her name, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Like ridiculous, like crazy. She looks exactly like her. So when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, she's really good, but she really reminds me, and she looks just like Tiana. So that was the only downside to that, because she just looked exactly like her. So that was the only downside. I still thought she did a fantastic job. I know she probably had a lot of pressure going into this because you get those stupid comments, and I just got off the fan page of Once Upon a Time. You get these stupid comments, and I saw one person says, "Oh, Rapunzel, let down you weave," stupid stuff like that. That's stupid. People are ignorant. This is 2014. White people wear weaves too. Black people, Asian people, Mexicans, everybody. Who cares? So people are ignorant like that. But going into this episode, I really, really enjoyed it. This episode really has to do with a David-centric episode. And that was probably my main reason of liking this episode. It wasn't the fact that, oh, we got a black Rapunzel, so I'm going to automatically like it. No, I like this episode because it had to do more with David. We don't get a lot of David-centric episodes because, the show is basically run entirely by the women of the show. So, and that's cool. but we don't get a lot of like David-centric episodes. So it was nice to get like a David-centric episode that I actually like, because if you go back to my season 1 reviews, I didn't like David at all going into season 1. And season 3, I like him a lot. I enjoy his character, and it starts off fantastic with this whole like dream sequence that he's dreaming about Emma actually in the fairy tale land, and that was really good because you get to see like Princess Emma. She looked very beautiful, so that was really cool just to see, and you get to see like how that all transpires, and how his like dreams are kind of taking over, and just his doubtfulness of him becoming a dad for a second time, because he wasn't really a dad the first time because Emma was taken away, and he only got to meet Emma when she was an adult, so he didn't really get to be a dad really. So he's kind of nervous now that Snow is actually pregnant, and he doesn't know if he can actually do it and stuff. So I like that part, that he was doubting himself, and you have that like just having that big doubt in his head. So that was really really cool, and that's how he actually gets to meet Rapunzel, and how he gets to help her. So I love that part and how that just all tied in. But like I said, him going to Rapunzel and him like helping her out with her situation, showing her that she needs to overcome her fears to leave this tower and stuff, was really cool. But it just kind of, like I said, just threw me off because she looks just like Tiana. So that, but other than that, that was really good. Now going into like the storybook type stuff, um, it was interesting because you still have the witch, and there's everybody's still trying to figure out who she is and stuff, or who the Wicked Witch is, and they're still doing like some exploring and recon and just going to other places to find out who she is. And then I still have my big theory is that Rapunzel is Rumpel's daughter, and that's why she has Rumpel, because she wants to kind of show Rumpel that she can do stuff without him and everybody else. So that's what I still think, that she still is Rumpel's daughter, and you still get to see that Rumpel is still not all quite there. And the interesting is that the witch actually has Rumpel's dagger, so that's going to be very fascinating to see how she got that that dagger in her possession. So I'm super excited to figure out how she got that dagger in her possession, and I'm super excited that now Rumpel is he's back in the mix, and that kind of heightens the witch's status as being the evil bad guy for the second part of the season, because like I said before, she's not, I like her character, but she's not as strong as how Pan was. And if you add Rumpel with her, then it kind of heightens her up just a little bit more. So I'm glad that she has Rumpel, like, and that she can play off Rumpel. So that's going to be really cool too. And yeah, you have her. She's still plotting. You don't really know what she's plotting with Mary Margaret, because she's now the midwife from Mary Margaret. So, and she's collecting everybody's different like courage and stuff like that. I think she's got like Regina's mirror. Like she's collecting all this stuff. So I want to see like what everything that she's collecting from everybody. What does that have to do with the baby and stuff like that? Is she going to turn the baby evil? What's going to happen with that? So that's gonna be just a tough one to kind of figure out. And I don't even know if we're gonna get that answer this season. That might just spill over to next season. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. But overall, I still thought this episode was really, really good. It was a great introduction to like a character that people love, but kind of in a different take. And let's be honest for 1 second, folks. People who are getting mad about this whole Rapunzel being black and stuff, and oh, you're messing up our favorite characters. Let's be honest, people. Rapunzel, she's not she's not an A princess. She's not an A+ princess. Like, it's Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and who else? Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, maybe Princess Jasmine. People like that. Those are like the A team. Like, she's kind of like the B princess, so let's not kid ourselves, folks. Like, she's not that big of a deal. So her being black, that shouldn't even bother you. You're just looking for stuff to be pissed off about. So no big deal. I really enjoyed this episode. What do you guys think about this episode? Please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Did you actually like the fact that Rapunzel was black, or are you the type of person that, oh, we don't really like change and Rapunzel should stay white and stuff like that? Now, if Snow White was named Snow White and she was black, now that would be funny. That would be funny, and you probably have a lot of black people just really happy because that would have pissed off a lot of white people. So, but I'm just saying that would have been really funny. But what did you guys think about this episode? So please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought, and as always, this is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy.